How is suicide bombing anything to do with any religion? In the Muslim world, we should have democracies rather than dictators and kings running Muslim countries who do not represent the Muslim public opinion. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I really want to thank the Global Peace and Unity Organization to get me here. The point I want to make tonight is this, that it is extremely important for Muslims to be able to convey to people living in Western countries that there is no correlation between Islam and terrorism. Unfortunately, through a planned campaign, Islam and terrorism have been linked, and 1.3 billion Muslims are on the back foot, on the defensive, trying to justify that Islam has nothing to do with terrorism. And what the point you need to make is this, that according to the Holy Quran, 124,000 messengers of God were sent on earth, all of them with one message. And the message was that the Almighty wanted us to be human beings rather than intelligent animals. Animals believe in might is right, survival of the fittest, whereas human beings have compassion and justice. And Muslims were supposed to be and should be the community that should be compassionate and that should believe in justice, just like every messenger of God to every human community brought the same message. So when something like 9/11 happens, we should be able to tell those people who blamed 1.3 billion people for the acts of 18 people that terrorism knows no religion. All religions preach the same thing. And unfortunately, we do not have either the political or intellectual leadership in the Muslim world to be able to convey our point of view. So we have words like Islamofascism, like radical Islam. When Tony Blair and George Bush say that the enemy of Western civilization is radical Islam, how is the man in the street in the West supposed to differentiate between a moderate Muslim and a radical Muslim? And why is Islam the issue? Before 9/11, 70% of all suicide bombings was by Tamil tigers in Sri Lanka. No one ever blamed Hinduism for what they were doing. No one ever said that tell the Hindu priests to tell them that suicide bombing is not part of Hinduism. So why were we on the defensive? How is suicide bombing anything to do with any religion? And unfortunately, because we did not have the leadership, and because sadly in the Muslim world, there were people who played along the game, called themselves moderate Muslims. We had military dictators, in order to get Western support, called themselves enlightened moderates, perpetuating this image that perhaps it's something to do with Islam or radical Islam. All human communities have